For most of us, chasing our goals is a core tenet of ambition. We've been taught to hustle, grind, and pursue our dreams with relentless effort. This feels like the only way to get what we want. But Owen Hermstring's philosophy reveals a shocking truth about this deeply ingrained habit. The very act of chasing creates a powerful signal of perpetual pursuit, a frequency that keeps your desired outcome locked in a state of future tense. When you chase, you are energetically telling the universe that the thing you desire is currently not here. This puts you on an energetic treadmill, where your reality is a perfect reflection of your broadcast, always keeping the destination just out of reach. Imagine your dream is a moving target on a horizon. When you run after it, your entire energetic field is focused on the distance between you and the target. This state of active pursuit is a continuous broadcast of, "I am not there yet. I am striving. I am lacking." In his manuscript, Hermstring states this plainly. The act of chasing is a declaration of separation. Your desire is a frequency, and when you broadcast the energy of pursuit, you are broadcasting the reality of its absence. This isn't about laziness, it's about the law of resonance. The universe doesn't see your hard work, it feels your frequency of not having. And as a perfect mirror, it simply reflects back more experiences of not having, more obstacles to overcome, and more distance to travel. This is why the person who relentlessly chases money always finds new bills and expenses to pay, or the person desperately chasing a relationship keeps finding emotionally unavailable partners. Their broadcast is a constant echo of the chase itself. This energetic treadmill is so draining because it siphons your creative power from the present moment and pours it into a future state of striving. You are spending your life force on the gap between where you are and where you want to be. This leads to burnout, frustration, and a pervasive feeling of being stuck in a loop of effort without reward. It's a vicious cycle where your exhaustion fuels more chasing, and more chasing fuels more exhaustion. The solution, according to Hermstring, is a radical shift in your energetic posture. You must stop broadcasting the frequency of the pursuit and start broadcasting the frequency of the destination. This is not about being passive, it's about changing the emotional charge behind your actions. Instead of a signal of, "I am trying to get it," your signal becomes, "I am in the process of having it." And this subtle but profound change in your frequency is the key to stepping off the treadmill and allowing your desires to be magnetized to you through resonance, rather than being chased with exhaustive effort. It's the first step in moving from a state of chasing to a state of being. In our culture, effort is a virtue. We believe that if we just try harder, push more, and grind longer, we will inevitably achieve our goals. But what if this belief is a trap? Owen Hermstring's philosophy reveals a profound paradox. When you try too hard to manifest something, you are actually broadcasting a frequency of struggle and doubt, which actively repels the effortless flow of manifestation. In a universe of resonance, where your reality is a mirror of your frequency, trying to force a result is a form of energetic resistance that makes your desired outcome retreat further away. Think of it like this. Your path to a goal should feel like you're floating downstream on a river, riding the natural current of synchronicity and flow. Trying too hard is the equivalent of getting out of the boat and trying to swim upstream against a powerful current. Your every push and struggle is a broadcast of resistance, a signal that says, "This is hard, this is a struggle. I don't believe this is going to happen easily." In his writings, Hermstring gives us this powerful image. The universe does not respond to the force of your will, but to the clarity of your frequency. Trying to break down the door with effort only broadcasts your belief that it is locked. The frantic energy of the grind is not the frequency of success, it is the frequency of desperation and doubt. It is based on a false premise that you need to force reality to bend to your will, rather than attracting it through resonance and alignment. This energetic drain is incredibly deceptive because it masquerades as productivity and discipline. It leads to burnout, exhaustion, and a pervasive feeling of frustration because your hard work never seems to pay off in the way you expect. The creative who spends hours forcing themselves to write and produces strained, uninspired work is caught in this trap. Their broadcast is one of mental friction, not creative flow. The person who grinds at networking events with desperation and neediness ends up repelling the very connections they seek. They are broadcasting a signal of, "Please help me," not, "I am a valuable, confident collaborator." The single person who is trying so hard to find a partner on every app and in every social setting is radiating a frequency of neediness and lack that pushes potential partners away. The universe, in its perfect mirroring, responds not to the hours they put in, but to the emotional broadcast of their struggle. The solution, according to Hermstring, is a radical shift from forced action to inspired action. This means checking your energetic state before you act. When an action feels like joyful, effortless flow, you are aligned. When it feels like a heavy grind, you are in resistance. The key is to take action from a state of trust, not desperation, allowing your signal to be one of confident creation rather than strained effort. If you're tired of chasing, it's because you've been operating under the single greatest illusion of our time, the belief that reality is a destination you must reach through relentless effort. What if everything you see around you, your bank account, your relationships, your health, isn't a destination at all? What if it is, in fact, a perfect, instantaneous reflection of the frequency you are currently broadcasting? Owen Hermstring states this as a fundamental law of the universe. Reality is a mirror. This means that you can never change your reality by chasing its reflection. You can only change it by changing the source, your inner broadcast. Imagine standing in front of a mirror with a sad expression on your face. You can run toward the mirror. You can reach out and try to smooth out the sad reflection, but it will never change until you change the expression on your own face. The chase is a futile, exhausting act. In his manuscript, Hermstring makes this crystal clear. The single greatest illusion is believing reality is a destination to be reached. It is a mirror to be embodied. You do not chase the reflection of your dreams. You become the source of their image. This is the core reason why chasing doesn't work. The very act of pursuing a reflection of joy, abundance, or love energetically reinforces your current state of lacking it. Your reality simply reflects your state of being, not your desperate pursuit of a different state. The energetic drain of this trap is immense. It keeps you in a perpetual state of external focus, constantly looking outside yourself for proof or progress. All of your creative energy is spent on trying to manipulate a reflection rather than on the transformative work of changing what is in front of the mirror, your frequency. Let's apply this to the chase. The person who is chasing wealth is not radiating the frequency of abundance. They are radiating the frequency of lack and desperation, and their bank account is the perfect reflection. They get frustrated when the number doesn't change, but they don't see that they are actively broadcasting the source of that frustration. The person chasing love is not radiating the frequency of wholeness. They are radiating the frequency of loneliness and incompleteness, and their empty relational field is a perfect mirror. They chase the reflection of a partner instead of embodying the source of a whole, complete person. Hermstring argues that this is the ultimate trap of the ego, which believes it must get things from the world rather than becoming the energetic source of them. The solution is a radical shift from chasing to embodying. It's about turning your gaze inward and asking, what frequency do I need to be to generate this reflection? This is the profound work of cultivating the emotional state of the destination right now. It is the practice of feeling grateful for the abundance you have, even if it's small, and radiating that signal. It is the practice of feeling whole and complete in yourself, even if you are alone. This isn't about ignoring reality. It is about becoming the source of a new, more powerful reality, and the universe, in its infallible function as a mirror, will have no choice but to reflect it back. If chasing your desires is a futile race against your own reflection, what is the alternative? Owen Hermstring offers a radically different, more powerful approach. You must stop chasing and begin to cultivate. He views your energetic field not as a hunting ground for your desires, but as a fertile garden. You don't chase the fruit, you tend to the soil, plant the seeds, and water the roots so that the fruit can grow naturally and inevitably. This is the art of tending to your own field. It shifts your focus from the external hunt to the internal work, revealing how cultivating a frequency of joy, gratitude, and abundance is the magnetic force that effortlessly draws your desires to you. The cultivation process is an active, disciplined, and empowering practice. It involves consciously planting high-frequency seeds, thoughts of joy, feelings of gratitude, beliefs in your own worthiness, and actively weeding out the low-frequency ones, resentment, blame, gossip, and doubt, the very energetic traps we've just discussed. As Hermstring states in his teachings, you are not a hunter in the universe, you are a gardener. Cease chasing what you want in the external world and begin to cultivate its energetic equivalent in your own field. The universe is drawn not to your pursuit, but to your cultivation. The energetic shift that occurs is profound. Your broadcast is no longer one of desperation, I'm chasing it, but one of magnetic resonance. I am ready to receive it because I am aligned with it. You are broadcasting a frequency of wholeness and completeness, which is irresistibly attractive to your desires. The universe, seeing a clear signal of a thriving, cultivated field, responds by sending the resources, opportunities, and people needed to complete the harvest. Let's apply this to our chase. The person chasing a job is a hunter, desperately sending out resumes and networking with an underlying signal of neediness. The cultivator, however, focuses on their own field. They tend to their skills. They actively cultivate a feeling of professional worthiness and excitement for their craft, and they radiate the confidence that comes from knowing their own value. The interviews and opportunities that appear in their life are a reflection of their cultivated field, not the result of a desperate chase. The person chasing a relationship is a hunter, seeking a partner to complete them. The cultivator, on the other hand, tends to their field of self-love and joy in their own company. They become the partner they would want to attract, radiating a signal of wholeness and radiance that is naturally magnetic. In Hermstring's view, the reason so many people feel stuck is that they are so busy chasing the fruit that they never tend to the soil. They are trying to manifest a harvest from a barren, uncultivated field. The solution is not to try harder, but to tend better. This means daily practices of gratitude, intentional meditation to clear energetic weeds, and a disciplined focus on what feels good in the present moment. These are the tools of the energetic gardener, and they are the only tools that can truly bring about a resonant reality. You've tended your garden, you've planted the seeds of your desires, and you've weeded out the low-frequency clutter. But a hidden trap often remains: the desperate need to control the how and the when of the harvest. We try to micromanage the universe, dictating the exact path our manifestation should take, convinced that our control is the only way to ensure success. But Owen Hermstring sees this desire for control not as a sign of ambition, but as a low-frequency broadcast of fear and doubt. It is a desperate attempt to force the flow, and it's a powerful trap that repels the very synchronicity and effortless alignment you crave. In a universe of infinite possibilities, your mind's limited plan is often a blockade to a far better path. The need for control is a signal that says, I don't trust the universe to deliver, I don't trust the process, I don't trust myself. This is a frantic, discordant frequency that pollutes your field and creates friction against the natural current of reality. As Hermstring writes, The pursuit of control is a frantic, low-frequency broadcast that repels your desires. The universe responds not to your demand, but to your trust. Surrender is the ultimate magnetic frequency. This powerful insight reveals that when you hold too tightly to the how, you are broadcasting your belief that the universe is unreliable, and in its mirroring function, it will respond by showing you that it can't be trusted. You block the miraculous detours, the unexpected opportunities, and the serendipitous encounters that are a more effortless way to your desire. You are trying to micromanage a cosmic process, which is a monumental waste of energy and a source of constant stress. This trap manifests in a myriad of frustrating ways. The entrepreneur who has a brilliant product but tries to control every single aspect of its launch and growth, inadvertently blocking opportunities for partnerships and unexpected marketing boosts that were not in their plan. The person who is cultivating a frequency of love but has a rigid checklist for the perfect partner and the perfect way they should meet, preventing them from seeing a true connection that doesn't fit their script. The truth is, your mind's plan is always a limited one. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, has a more elegant, more effortless, and more joyful way to bring your desires to you. The solution, therefore, is a radical surrender. This is not a passive act of giving up. It is an active, disciplined, and courageous choice to release the how, while holding the clear vision of the what. It's a profound broadcast of trust and faith in the intelligence of the universe and your own power. You do your part by cultivating your field, and you trust the universe to do its part by bringing the harvest in the most effortless way possible. This shift from demanding to trusting is the key that unlocks the powerful flow of synchronicity, allowing your desires to be pulled to you through magnetic resonance, not pushed with exhaustive effort. You have stepped off the energetic treadmill of chasing. You have learned to tend to your own garden, cultivating a field of joy and abundance. You have even mastered the radical act of surrendering control over the harvest. But there is one final crucial piece to the puzzle, the culmination of Owen Hermstring's wisdom. The ultimate destination is not the thing you desire, but the feeling of already having it. The moment you cease chasing a result and embody the feeling of having it, your frequency becomes the destination itself, creating an irresistible magnetic pull. This is the state of the joy of being. It is a profound, resonant frequency that transcends logic and expectation. It tells the universe, I am already whole, I am already abundant, I am already loved. This is the highest form of broadcasting because it is a signal of completion, not lack. It's a broadcast that dissolves the need to chase because you are no longer operating from a position of I want, but from a position of I am. In his final, most profound teachings, Hermstring crystallizes this truth. You are not a magnet for what you want, but for what you are. The ultimate destination is not the desire fulfilled, but the feeling embodied. Your joy is the final, magnetic frequency. This powerful truth reveals that your joy, your sense of inner fulfillment, is not a reward for manifestation. It is the engine of manifestation. Let's revisit our examples one last time. The person who desires wealth ceases chasing money and instead cultivates the joy of feeling financially free and abundant now in this moment. They find gratitude for every dollar, every opportunity, and every bit of value they create. Their magnetic frequency is one of abundance, and the universe responds by sending more. The person who desires a relationship stops chasing a partner and instead cultivates the joy of feeling whole and loved by themselves and their community. Their frequency is no longer loneliness, but connection, which becomes a beacon for an aligned partner to find them. The person who desires a promotion stops chasing the title and instead embodies the joy of being a leader and a valuable creator in their current role. This broadcasts confidence and readiness, making the promotion a natural, inevitable step. In each of these cases, the external outcome becomes simply a reflection of an inner state that has already been achieved. You are no longer pursuing a destination on a map. You are a destination, and everything else is simply flowing to you. This is the effortless nature of resonance. This journey, from chasing to being, is the essence of Hermstring's message. It begins with the frustrating treadmill of pursuit and ends in the effortless flow of joy. It moves you from a life of exhausting striving to a life of powerful creation, all by teaching you to master the ultimate frequency, your own profound, unadulterated joy. If Owen Hermstring's message resonated with you and you're ready to step off the treadmill of chasing, this is your invitation. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the notification bell. We're building a community of empowered creators who are mastering their frequency and attracting their desires with ease. Don't miss our upcoming videos where we'll share practical steps for cultivating your field and living from a place of joy. Leave a comment below and tell us, what are you ready to stop chasing and start embodying today? Your journey to magnetic attraction starts now.